it's Jeff here at Budrum. To start with, I'm going to make some incredible crusty bread. For starters, I've got 750 grams of baker's flour. This one we've got is a strong baker's flour. I've got a good half a cup of LSA. I'm going to put that in there. And I've got a good half a cup of coarsely chopped macadamia nuts. So there's about 5 or 6 pieces out of one macadamia. So putting that in there. I've got 12 grams of dry yeast coming in there. I've got what's in there? About 2 teaspoons of bread improver.
That's not a necessity though, is it? The bread improver? No, it's
you
just take it or leave it.
Improves the bread apparently. I've got 2 teaspoons of sugar. I've got 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I've got about a tablespoon of olive oil. And I've got 500 mils of water at 105 degrees Fahrenheit. And we use a thermometer. It's something we learnt in our bread making that we learnt from experience. So I'm just going to pour that in there. I'm just going to mix the ingredients through. And then I'm going to turn it out and knead it. So we like kneading our bread by hand. You need to have good clean hands when you're doing this. I guess I don't need to tell you that. So what I'm going to do to make this incredible crusty bread is I'm combining all the ideas I've got and some tips I got off a master baker and things I've seen on the internet and YouTube, and combine them all together. Now, nobody told us about the macadamia nuts. We did that ourselves. We found that when you bite into macadamia nuts, it's a beautiful flavour that comes out of the bread. You know, it's just a little bonus. So,
and they're not too hard.
No, they don't break your teeth or anything. No, beautiful. And another thing you can put in, you can put all sorts of fruits in there and dried cranberries and all sorts of things. So once you make your basic dough, you can sort of
add anything.
You limit your own imagination. The recipe we got off the back of this bread baker's flour packet. So it's just the basic recipe we got off that. And on the back of that, you've also got a recipe for focaccia bread and also pizza dough as well. So we bought a 25 kilo bag of flour, baker's flour from a baker, and it turned out when I got the bag it had a label on there, strong baker's flour. So I think we found out that's a little bit harder to knead and it takes a bit more water. So you just got to play around with the ingredients a little bit and find out what suits you. If you're inspired after watching this video to make your own. But
okay, we'll come back.
How much is that?
3 minutes 45 seconds.
Okay, well we'll cut it off now.
Okay, just well into the first knead. The first knead is done for about 15 minutes. After about 10 minutes you can feel the texture of the dough start to change and it becomes more smooth and elastic. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, not really. We've got the best part coming up, so we've save the time for that.
Okay. Jeff's on the tail end of the kneading now, and he's just about to shape it into a round ball and pop it back in that dish which is sprayed with oil.
Cooking spray, and then a bit on top.
And then put some greaseproof paper over it, and then he's going to put it into a warm place for it to rise for an hour or so.
About an hour. Till it doubles in size.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, well the dough has risen pretty well double the size, probably a bit more than double the size. So the idea is to punch it down. So I'm not sure with the did you get the actual first punch, Wilma? I might have,
no,
I might have
you
been
did too
premature.
quickly.
So anyway, look, so we've punched it down, and so I'm going to just leave it for about a minute, and I'm going to divide it into two loaves. So we'll come back when we do. So ready to go? So what I've done is I've divided the dough into two equal portions. I actually even weighed it off. So I'm forming my loaf here now, and I've got two greased bread trays. I've got from the hardware, from a warehouse rather, cheap warehouse. So with the bread, you put the fold at the bottom. So you're just going to squeeze the air out of it, and as you're forming the loaf, and then you just place it in the tray with the fold at the bottom, and then you're going to do the other one. So we'll come back later on. We'll come back later, woman. Okay, well we're here on our warm spot here. So I've got the two loaves formed and in the pan. So I've got a bit of oven paper on there, and I'm just going to put a tea towel over both sides, and we're just going to let it half rise. So I've got something else to do. So we'll come back when. Okay, so we're here now. This is a vital part of the operation here. This is now. I want to show you what we do when it's half risen. So it's we're going to let these loaves double in size before we put them in the oven, so they're half double in size. So we're just going to put a bit of dust, a bit of flour on top of these, and we're going to got a nice sharp knife standing by here. And I'm just going to put about 4 diagonal cuts in it, nice and deep, and I'm going to let that continue to rise till it doubles in size. And at the same time, I'm going to preheat the oven. So we'll come across here and we'll talk about the oven. So this oven, we've got it just under 200 degrees centigrade, and a vital part of this operation is we've got a saucepan, a dish of water in the bottom tray, and that's going to generate steam in the oven. So that'll give a nice crust. So we'll come back in a minute. Alright, we're here now. I think these are just about double in size. I'll remove the oven paper, and I'm just going to put them straight in the oven. Yeah. We'll put them in the oven. Have you got the thing recording? Yeah. So they're going in the oven. Yeah. The dish of water is going to create some humidity in the oven, and that's going to help it produce a crust. So I'll come back when I'm ready to turn. Righto. You right?
It's ticking away.
Right, yeah. So we're going to turn these around, and this is a vital part of the operation to get a beautiful crust. So what we do, I've got my squirter bottle here. We're just going to squirt everything and get this really good steam going in there, which assists the dish of water. So we'll close it up. Right? So they're ready to come out. Now, I'm just going to take these up here. So they've been in just on half an hour, and since the last time I sprayed them, I opened the door again and gave them another spray. So, what do you reckon about those, Wilma?
They're really lovely. Nice and
gonna,
brown, and
I'm just going to take them out of the pans and turn them over. And excuse me. Now, how's that sound?
yeah.
In conclusion, I just want to thank you for watching, and I hope it inspired somebody. And